Hello, girls. Happy Tuesday. It is New Year's Eve, which means we are on the brink of a fresh new year, and not just a fresh year, but a new decade because we're stepping into 2020, which is crazy, crazy amazing. And I wanted to take some time today to talk with you all a little bit about building your vision, building your belief within yourself and within this business, and helping you set some actions into place to help you reach your goals in 2020 and taking steps forward to reach the goals that you have envisioned for yourself over the next 3 to 5 years or maybe even longer. Okay. And I want to remind you that every single one of you is here for a reason. You signed up to be a coach for yourself and to achieve bigger things for yourself and for your family, right? So one of the biggest pieces to accomplishing those dreams is setting an action into place. Not We have to build the belief within ourselves and have a strong reason to show up every day to take those actions that are needed to achieve those goals. Simply saying them or thinking them is not going to allow us to achieve something greater than where we are right now. Achieving bigger things than where we are right now takes us growing. It takes us showing up consistently. It takes us failing forward and learning from the missteps. It takes giving ourselves grace, but also showing ourselves discipline and evaluating when we need to be honest with ourselves and showing up for our goals. Okay. So today we're going to talk a little bit about building that vision, building that belief, some steps that you can do to start creating that vision, and then some homework for you to create that vision for the upcoming year, as well as moving forward into the new decade, okay, and helping you accomplish those goals. So I recently purchased a Rise Up journal because I was doing a morning gratitude journal, and I have been using an app on my phone that helps me track all of my daily activities. I use the Success Club system tracker, which is amazing and helping me build consistency within my everyday routine to working towards my goals. But I felt like there was something missing. It was something that I have gotten away from, and it was writing out those goals and reading those goals and envisioning those goals every single day. While I was writing out affirmations daily, they weren't the affirmations only work if we build that belief within those affirmations and we say them in a way that we believe is achievable. An example that she uses in the book is if you have to lose 100 pounds and every morning you wake up and tell yourself that you're thin and that you're fit when you're 100 pounds overweight, there's conflict there because you feel like you're lying to yourself. So in this book, she helps you to create affirmations that are the contrast of what you want to change in your life, but using verbiage that is helping you to build that belief within yourself to make it feel real and to help you build that belief within yourself. And I really, really love the way that Moira explains that in the book. And just this morning, like writing those out, the contrast and using that different verbiage, it already started to feel more real than the lie that I was telling myself. I'll give you an example. I've been writing out an affirmation for months that says, we are a 15-star diamond team helping 100 plus women live more healthy, fulfilling lives every single month. And that felt like a lie because we're not a 15-star diamond team yet. And we're not currently helping 100 women every month, but that is my goal. Like that is our mission and my dream, that we as a team are impacting that many women every month. But it was feeling like a lie because that's not where we are right now. So I have a couple things that I want to read to you. Just a couple sentences really quick that really stood out to me. When she was really talking about building that belief within yourself, and setting those affirmations. And I'm flipping. Oh, where did it go? I marked it. Okay. So the first exercise, let me move this back just a little bit. The first exercise that I would love for you all to do is this contrast and clarity exercise. I want you to list 10 things. Get out a piece of paper. You don't have to have this specific journal. If you want it, you can get it on Amazon. It is the Rise Up Dream Plan Hustle and Win with Moira Kubaka. She is a 15-star Diamond Beachbody coach who created this planner. Okay. So it is a contrast and clarity exercise. First, list out 10 things that you are not happy with in your life right now. 10 things that you don't like. It's typically easier for us as humans to go to the negative, right? To go to what we're not happy with, what we want to change, what makes us unhappy. So list out 10 things that you are not currently happy with, okay? And 10 things that you don't like about your current situation, all right? And then once you write out those 10 contrast statements, we are going to create 10 clarity statements that are affirmations, changing and building our belief away from those negative statements, okay? So for example, mine is, I don't like being in debt and feeling strapped, okay? So my contrast or my clarity statement is, I am in the process of creating a life of abundance and freedom for our family. See how I took it from, we aren't like saying an affirmation that says we are debt free, living a life of freedom. That's a good affirmation. But is it good enough to build that belief within myself? Because we aren't currently debt free and we don't have an abundance and life of freedom right now. Okay. We still have a mortgage and we have some credit cards. So, and we have a new truck payment. My car is almost paid off next month. But we still have debt, right? So for me to every day tell myself we are living a life debt free and of freedom and abundance is telling myself a lie, and that can create conflict, which then leaves a lack of belief that we're working towards that goal. So instead of saying I don't like being in debt and feeling strapped, and I don't like or that we are living a life debt free and in abundance and of freedom, I'm now going to start saying I'm in the process of creating a life of abundance and freedom for our family. So Moira gives these examples of some sentences or beginning statements for your clarity. I love knowing that. It feels good to know that. More and more I feel. I'm in the process of. I love how it feels when. I love how it, I love how it feels when. It excites me to. I love seeing. I have no doubt. Okay. So those are some beginning statements that you can create those clarity statements with to build that belief within yourself, to make those affirmations more real and not create that conflict within your subconscious and within yourself, so that you start to build the belief that you are actually changing those things that you want to change in your life, to work towards the life that you are working to achieve. So another one, I'll just give you another example. Okay, so one of my other ones is I don't like my impatience with my kids and my husband at times. We all have it, I'm sure, but I wish that there are times that I feel really bad and guilty, that I wish I had some more patience and that I would have taken a moment to breathe before just reacting. And so my clarity statement is, I love how it feels when I am patient and present with my boys and PJ. Okay. So it's building that belief and encouraging the positive behavior that I want to achieve. All right. So your first assignment is to write out 10 things that you are not happy with and that you want to change, that you don't like. And then using the I love knowing that, it feels good to know that, more and more I feel, I'm in the process of, I love how it feels when, it excites me to, I love seeing, and I have no doubt. to create 10 clarity statements that are changing and building the belief away from the things that you do not like. Okay. Then we are going to work on creating our vision. So I'm just going to read a little bit from what Moira shares in here that was super, super powerful. And it just really hit home for me. And it just describes why it's so important for us to create this vision and to take the time to do this, not just blow through the exercise, but literally, like, I woke up before the kids to sit down on the couch and just have some quiet time and be able to think about, what do I really want to achieve? Like, if you just say something because it sounds good or because it's what other people are going after, it's not going to motivate you to get up early in the morning or to hustle hard at night and to show up every single day to work for those goals. Okay. You have to choose things that speak to your heart and motivate you. So the power of reading your vision every day and not just sticking it on a shelf is that you have a crystal clear image of why you are working so hard. Remember, when you focus on the why, the how shows up. Okay. It's not easy to build a 6-figure business. It is not easy to create freedom and abundance in our lives, you guys. Like that, if it were easy, we would already have achieved it and everybody would have it. But to be able to have the freedom in life is something that every single one of us on this team is capable of. But we have to show up and be willing to put in the work. And there are going to be times that it's not fun and that we're tired and that we don't want to show up. But when we have clarity of our vision, we learn to show up and just put in the work because we know that it is going to pay off. And we have belief that we are going to achieve that goal by putting in that work. Sure, there are plenty of days where I don't want to do the doll work, but I know the cost. It's my future, my family's future, and the futures of all the people I am out there to help. That's huge. We are not just coaches for ourselves and to make more money and to create more freedom within our own life. We signed up to be coaches because we care. We want to help other people. We want to serve others. You have got to get over your damn self sometimes. Truth, right? Like there's days that we just have to like suck it up and get over it, because as hard as life may seem for us, somebody else has it worse. And know that there is a calling in your life. You are all here for a reason. It's not just about you. Get out there, do this for your family like you say you want to, and do this for others who are looking to you for some guidance and some help because they are in a much darker place than you are right now. I wake up every day with the fire of the vision pushing me to do whatever it takes to accomplish it. The more you read it, the more you will become to believe it. And I believe in life that we get what we believe, not what we want. Ask yourself if you are committed to your goals or just interested in them. There is a huge difference. When you are interested, you'll do the work when it feels good and when it's convenient for you. When you are committed, you'll show up every single day, no matter what. Keep in mind, consistency will trump greatness every day of the week. Consistency will trump greatness every day of the week. How often do you say that to your kids when they're working hard at their sports and maybe they have a loss or they're struggling to grow? If they keep working at it, they are going to see success, right? Same thing. We have to show up and create who we are working to become, because who we are right now is not the person we are going to be when we achieve those big goals we set for ourselves. If it's financial freedom, being a stay-at-home mom, being able to travel, being able to have financial freedom for your family and send your kids to college without worry, being able to take family vacations. The person who is achieving those big goals is not the person you are today. The person you are today is absolutely able to grow and capable of becoming that person, but we have to grow and become that person, right? We have to step outside of our comfort zone and become that person, okay? So I encourage you for step number 2 is to sit down and answer a couple of these questions so that you can start creating your vision. And I like 15, 20 minutes, sit down, quiet. I answer them right on this sheet of paper and just jotted things down, answering them. It doesn't have to be in paragraph and perfect sentence form. Like, what comes to your mind when you think of these things? Okay. This is concerning your job. What are you doing? How many hours a day are you working? Where are you working? Who are you working with? Do you have a team? What are they doing? Do you have a mentor? Are you a master at your craft? So what are you doing? How many hours a day are you working? Where are you working? With whom? Do you have a team? What are they doing? Do you have a mentor? And are you a master of your craft? The next one is your finances. What is your annual income? Do you get bonuses? How much do you have in savings? Are you investing? How are your investments doing? Get specific. So, what is your annual income? Do you get bonuses? How much do you have in savings? Are you investing? And how are your investments doing? The next one is your home. What does it look like? Where is it? By the ocean? In the mountains? Is there a guest house? Horses? A pool? Get specific about where you're living. What does your home look like? What is your dream home? What does that look like? Do you have a vacation home? Because that's what I put that we have. I described our dream home because as much as we love our home, it is not my dream home. To build our dream home and to have a vacation home, maybe in Florida or maybe somewhere in Michigan on a beautiful lake, because the lakes up in Michigan are gorgeous. Get specific about what you want. You get to build your life. The next one is your relationships. Go, buddy. Are you single? Are you married? What is your relationship like with your significant other? Do you have weekly date nights? Is it a passionate relationship? What about your immediate family? Do you have family dinners? Do you laugh together? Talk together? What kind of friendships do you have? Are they supportive and encouraging? What do you do together? Your body. Are you strong, energetic, rested, flexible, agile, thin, sexy, full of muscle? How do you show up in your workouts? Do you have a healthy relationship with food? What does your body look like? What does your wellness plan look like in your dream life? What are you working to achieve? Your free time and community. What do you do in your free time? Do you have any hobbies? How often do you participate in them? Do you play an instrument? Travel? What do you do for fun? What luxuries do you enjoy? How do you give back to your community? Do you volunteer? Okay, those are all things to help you get the wheels turning if you're having a hard time sitting down and envisioning and dreaming bigger than where you are right now. And you guys, no limits, like dream big. And this is going to change as you continue to build belief within yourself. You might cap yourself and say, I want to make 6 figures, which is $100,000. That's really minimal compared to what you can achieve if you put in the work with this business. So it might be $100,000 a year right now, but in 6 months, you might already be working and taking huge leaps towards that. And then it's 250,000 and then it's whatever. Like, don't put a cap on it. Dream big. And the bigger you dream, the more clear you get and the more vision you have for yourself. And then go back and make sure that those clarity statements align with the things that you want to achieve in your why. Are those things going to be what get you to your goals? Then I'm going to do a call and we're going to talk about reverse engineering once you guys come up with your why. Because It's so important, and it's so vital for us to create our vision and have clarity in what we want to change in our life and what we want to achieve, and bringing those together. But if we don't create action steps and we don't have a plan of what we need to work on every single day consistently, we are not going to achieve them. Just simply writing it down isn't enough. We have to create a plan. We have to know that to achieve X, Y, and Z, we need to do X, Y, and Z every single day. So our next call, we will talk about reverse engineering those goals. I am going to work on that, and hopefully do a call this weekend to explain that for you and help you reverse engineer those goals, and help you take those, make that action, because this is a really great tool in the actions that you need to take to create a successful business. But like knowing, invite at least 5 people a day, this column, inviting 5 people a day is amazing, and you are going to inspire some lives to make change. But inviting 5 people a day, even if it's 5 days a week, is not going to create a 6-figure income, is not going to create a $50,000 income a year. Okay, that is the bare minimum, and bare minimums are not going to help us reach higher, right? Are there days that you're going to hit the bare minimum? Yes, because life is crazy. But we have to have a plan on what this needs to look like and how much time we need to dedicate to match the goals that we're working to achieve. And we have to understand that the goals we want to achieve also have to align with what we're willing to put in. Okay? So please take some time, work on those 10 contrast statements, create those 10 clarity statements that are creating that positive affirmation from the things that you want to move away from in your life, and work on that vision. Answer those questions about your job, your finances, your home, your relationships, your body and your wellness, your free time in your community. And the next step is we will create that plan of action to make big strides in 2020 for those goals. Some of them are going to be achieved this year, and some of them are going to be down the road, but we have to know that action over time with consistency and patience in achieving those goals, it will happen. And we have to believe it will happen. And we are put here for a bigger purpose than just living day to day. Okay? I love you, girls. I'll talk to you later.